Good morning. Yes, the loss of physical banks on the high street has been put down to changing habits. People doing more and more of their banking online or on apps. But of course, not everybody wants to or can do their banking online. There are now 179 so-called banking hubs across the UK in places where there's limited access to cash. They're all open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And just like a bank, you can withdraw cash from your current account, although how much depends on who you bank with. There's a limit of £300 a day for Halifax customers, for example. You can also pay in cheques, check your balance, top up your gas and electricity and pay utility bills. And in many places, there's a rotating role of community banker, someone from each of the main banks who's on hand to help on a particular day for the more complex issues. So, for example, if you go to the banking hub in Holt in Norfolk on Thursdays, you can chat to somebody from Santander. Tomorrow, it'll be someone from Lloyds. Basically, when a bank closure is announced, it triggers a review into how easy it is to access cash in a particular area. Those with limited options might then get a banking hub, but not every town or village will get one. Take places like Colne in Lancashire. The review found the town still apparently has good access to cash, despite its last high street bank closing last month. But not everybody is happy with the alternative options, including one local businessman campaigning to keep banks open who you may well recognise.
Hi everybody, it's Dave Fishwick from the Bank of Dave, and I'm here in Colne, somewhere that I'm incredibly passionate about. My grandmother grew up just round the corner, my father grew up in Colne, and I got married in that church there 20 odd years ago. This place means something to me, and they've just lost their very last bank. I'm going to be speaking to people in Colne to find out exactly what they think about it. Let's try and make a difference. Hello there, it's Dave from Burnley. How are you doing? We're here at the Pavilion Cafe in Colne, and just in time. Let's give it a bit of a bowling practice. Look at that, eh? Yes! Look at that, first time! Good effort. Yes! What is the worst thing about losing the last bank in Colne?
We're having to go to the post office, either in Colne Centre or down to Barrow Forward, to bank our takings. But then because they don't know us as well, because we don't have any change from them, sometimes then we'll start, why are you putting so much money in? It's a business account. Why are you putting so much money in? If we want money out, why are you getting money out? All these questions, because they don't know who we are.
So now if I need anything doing or my online app crashes, I need to travel to Burnley, which is a massive inconvenience. Working kids, it's hard work.
Everywhere you go, the banks are shutting, and it's just, you know, you're having to go further and further and further, you know, to do your banking, which it's not good.
What do you think, Pat?
Well, it's not good enough, because I mean, at our ages, we don't want to be going on buses.
No.
To go to Burnley and stuff like that.
How long does it take to get to Burnley from here?
Well,
On bus?
It'd be about half an hour at least.
Yes.
And that. And modern technology and me don't agree, so...
So people like yourself who struggle a little bit on the internet, they're saying everybody can use digital now. We don't need big banks.
Everybody's online.
Yeah. Are you online?
I have a line, a washing line, and I can't use that rather than.
It's not just people that need banks. Businesses need them too, like my friend Ash.
Well, we've already seen a decline in footfall. I have a shop that's just across the road there, and I've seen a drop off. It dropped off a cliff the day that this bank closed. You get people nipping in, asking for advice, getting a tenner out the cash machine, but really importantly, they have that security and comfort of knowing who's behind that counter.
You've tried to speak to Link. What have they said to you about putting a banking hub here in Colne?
Well, we get told the same thing. There's one just down the road. But you tell that to my 86-year-old granddad who's on 2 sticks. He's going to struggle to get down the road. He can't necessarily jump in a car and get to the nearest banking hub.
To get to the bank in Burnley from Colne, it takes around 40 minutes. Or if you go to Keighley, it's nearly an hour. If you're looking for a banking hub, the nearest one of those is in Barnoldswick, and that takes 30 minutes by bus. And that's what Catherine did. Let's have a chat to her and find out what happened.
We went to the banking hub. Sadly at the time my dad had passed away, so we went to register the account so that obviously it could be transferred just into her name. We could only go on a Wednesday because that was the day that my mum's bank was in the hub. I then had to deal with head office to send the death certificate through because it was not a service that they offered.
At the hub?
At the hub.
So that's what's happening in Colne. It's happening all over the UK. That direction, Bonalswick, you've got a banking hub, but you need a car to get there. That direction, you've got Colne Centre, it's got no bank. That direction, you've got Burnley, centre of the universe, but you need some way of getting there, a bus or a train. Please, keep the banks open, at least one in every town.
The inimitable Dave Fishwick there from the Bank of Dave. As I mentioned earlier, the review into Colne found the town still had good access to cash, so it won't get a banking hub for the moment. UK Finance, that represents banks, says the industry is committed to ensuring there is continued access to banking services for those who need them. And